So anyway, that's where we've come from. Looking at our non-vegetable garden. And waiting to see what comes up in here. Apart from dock leaves, which are very useful. We've got a big bit of bramble there that I'm going to have to keep an eye on. Well, I'd like to know what this is. I'd like to know. I need to know what that stuff there is. I'll keep my eye on that. And got the comfrey, I think. Pretty sure that's what that is. Which I need to find out which parts of it, if any, I can use for medicinal purposes. But not like it sounds. It's more of the elephant ear stuff. Don't know what's going on with that stuff. Elephant ears, big bramble. Hoping to cultivate myself some jam material. And a nice little rose that I found under all the junk. And these, don't know what they are, little spotted white leaves. Something will eventually pop up in there, no doubt. It might be the same as whatever these tiny little blue flowers are, which I also need to know what they are. I'm sure there's something that I should already know, but I don't. And here, compost heap. Oh look, there's a butterfly. Missed it. I have to remind myself in this compost heap that, oh, it looks like a spider plant. What the fuck is that doing in there? Funny place for a spider plant. Well, keep an eye on that. What did I chuck here? I was chucking eggshells, I was chucking rose clippings. Ow, something bit me. Oh yes, over here, over this side, I've thrown some mushrooms that were old, inedible. So if mushrooms grow down here behind this wattle fence, they're probably edible, because I got them from Tesco's. So anyway, down here's my little cinder garden where I empty the fireplace. I'm sure that all that ash will come in useful at some point for, I don't know, garden fertiliser. That's the ash garden down there. Bloody dogs. This is, at the moment, this is the corner for my Daphne, which that might have to move, don't know where to. I'm just looking to see how it gets on there. It's already looking a bit yellow and nasty, so keeping an eye on it. It did have a plant on it. And I don't know what them little purple things are, but they're all over the place. A bit of parsley, Italian flatleaf parsley, and a bit of thyme. And I transplanted the parsley from over here, which is, this is what this is in my kitchen garden plus bird shit. So we've got Italian parsley, still loads of seeds from last year, so reseeding itself. Bit of dead looking rosemary, predominantly because Bruno pisses on it quite a lot. Sage, purple leaf sage. Probably that'll survive. Looks a bit shabby at the moment, but it looked better last year. And a bit more rosemary. Don't know what all this shite is. I don't know what that is. That might come up as something herby. And this, so far this is just green, but it's got a massive, massive rose in the middle of it. And I tried to cut that rose back, I tried to prune it out, but it's already got very, very vigorous growth on it. So I think that rose is going to be something we're going to have to contend with, or tell it what to do. It could look quite stunning in the middle of summer with this buddleia, which I think I probably Probably ought to chop this now before the butterflies get too carried away with themselves, and then it'll be nice later in the summer. Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what happens to that rose. And this along here is our non-existent or spasmodic lighting system, which works occasionally. And I like this. I'm getting into, weirdly, mosses. This moss here is really cool. I'm watching mosses when they're growing. I'm getting a bit fucking David Bellamy down here. There's a few odd daffodils here and there. Don't know what that blue stuff is. They're obviously quite common because they're growing all the way along that fence line in the field, which I was over in the field yesterday. And there's a lot of those blue things at the back of there. And this, got a feeling that this is something herbal, but I don't know what it is yet because I haven't learnt about it. So, lots of things to learn. Things here. Don't know what this is. There's always birds in this beech hedge. I might have to have a bit more beech hedge. Possibly there's always birds because I'm always feeding them. But there's lots of birds. We've seen robins. I saw a magpie on here yesterday. I've seen a woodpecker, robins, plenty of tits, don't know what sort. Wait, misses. I've seen a few sparrows. There's a blackbird that lives somewhere that the dog keeps chasing. Pheasants somewhere. There's definitely a pheasant that lives down the back there, on the back of that field by the vegetable garden. And I'm going to do something here, not sure what. That rose looks nice and vigorous already. Could do with a bit of training. It's obviously going to be along here. Because whatever's in here, this year it's not going to be mostly nettles, that's for sure. There's a border there of bricks all sticking up. So I'm planning something nice there so that we can sit here and look at that. This little crab apple, which is slowly coming back to life after I hacked it to death last winter. That's good, it's still alive. And mostly here, well, I don't know what these are. Be interesting to see what happens there. But eventually I'd like to be able to sit here and look at a very vigorous looking rose in the winter, no, in the summer, with a nice border down the bottom there. Maybe some viburnum or something in the winter, so we've got some nice bit of colour on that hedge line. Oh, butterfly, yellow! Nice! And just in time for the barbecue. So that's going to get all scrubbed up and used vigorously as well. More of whatever that yellow shite is. And I need to know what these are. These have been evergreen all winter with white flowers on. That's been evergreen all winter. Very sturdy. They've stood the test of considerable storms. No snow, but definitely mad wind and rain. And this little pinky red thing, that's just coming out now. It's just starting to put buds out. Not sure what that is, but it makes a nice bit of shade, which the dogs and I were sitting in before. Speaking of dogs, this one. Okay, so that's mainly the garden. Various two-wheeled vehicles. This is going to be mad with mint in that corner there beside the bay tree. And what was up here? 2 rose bushes by the looks of it. And hopefully the rose bushes look as though they've survived, taking off already. I don't know about the jasmine. There's a piece of jasmine down there. And there was jasmine tangled with the roses when I first got here last year. but I don't see any real decent sprouts. I'm a bit concerned. Oh, no, those might be new growth. Possibly new growth there. Not sure. Don't know much about jasmine. Oh, new growth. Okay. I'm happy now. So, we'll probably have jasmine and roses tumbling all around and ripping themselves off this pathetic, weedy looking bit of trellis. Might need firming up a bit up that way. Don't know what to put on there. I'm not very good at hanging pots. And that one looks a bit deceased. Might have to get that strengthened up a bit. I want something unusual. I don't know. I don't want what everybody else has. I want something different in my hanging pots if I'm going to have them. So, but we'll see. So that's that. Oh look, there's birds. And somewhere in here, this is where seeing as how there's birds in this hedge, they live in this hedge. This is the front garden, and I've just chucked a load of the butterfly garden in here. So there's obviously that looks like lavender, probably fairly traditional. A few little snowdrops, and this fuchsia, which I hacked viciously at the end of the autumn, is forgiven me. But I shall be interested to see what pops out of here, because I'm tending to leave this mostly just to see what's here. This is going to have to go. This is definitely going to have to go because it's pulling the whole hedge down. I might try and get that taken out without wrecking the hedge, because the birds live in there. It's definitely unsightly behaviour for a tree. A few daisies sprinkled about, it's quite nice. Lie in the grass and pick the daisies. I might think of something nice to have going on that fence. Not sure. I want something there for the winter, so that when we're looking out in the winter time there's something nice there, but I don't know what'll survive, because it's a fairly hefty blast across those fields in the winter. Bit of hard standing there, needs to be sorted. Windbreaks, hard to decide. I've put some bay stalks there, but they're not doing very well. I'll just have to see what happens. Stay there, dogs. Having a look along here. This is kind of our edge with football posters. There's a couple of little rose bushes there. Nothing else on our side, apart from my attempt at hedging with the bay, which is dying. Definitely needs something there. These are, oh look at these, they look awesome. They look more awesome than the ones out the back. They're really pretty. Ones out the back are supposed to look like that. They look alright. And there's another little junk heap just here with assorted things springing out of it. Mostly nettles, but no, there's stuff going on out here. Not sure what that is. Behind the barbecue, but time will tell. Time will tell. So that's the garden, mostly. And oh, Kwana, shush. And the driveway, and the neighbours up the back, or the front. No, the neighbours are at the front, we're at the back. And my dog. Oh, just where Bruno is lying, where that little glass jar is. Now he's got his foot on it. Happy days. I've put some Bella Dinotti down there. Yes, Bella Dinotti, which I stole from a plant in East London. So there's a few Bella Dinotti seeds down there, so hopefully they'll do their own thing this summer. Grow up against the gatepost, and then Every summer they probably should self-seed with a bit of luck. Hey dogs, am I going to come back on your side and annoy you? Alright.